I'm scared. I'm nervous for an oil leak. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm excited for today, but I'm nervous to back this BMW off the driveway. I spent 2 days fixing an oil leak on the car, when in reality, if I would have just done a little diagnosing, it would have taken about 45 minutes. Go watch yesterday's video if you do not know what I'm talking about. Is there anything on the ground? I can't tell. I thought that was oil right there. It's red paint. There's exhaust stuff though. I think the oil leak's fixed.
I think so too.
You wanna drive? 4 extra insurance in case my driveway test did not work. I put it up in the air and I'm gonna look under it with the flashlight.
So she was leaking oil?
It was not the oil pan. It was, this thing is son of a bitch dry. This is the only non-leaky BMW in the world, probably. Boys, before we get started on today's shenanigans, we do have a drop coming up this Sunday. It's been probably years since we dropped hats. So we got 4 hats total dropping. We got 2 curve bills. These are a flex fit, so small and medium or large XL. We have 2 snapback flat bills, pretty fire. And then, ooh, all right. How do I explain the exquisiteness of these shorts? We're calling these the everyday short. These are the 4.5-inch inseam. So we have the short and long version in the everyday. My favorite. So this is a 6.5-inch inseam example of the half wrap shorts. We spent so much time and effort on these. Got a nice zipper right here. Put your 10mm socket in there that you always lose. Your zipper back up. High quality strings. Just a high quality double mesh short. We got 2 tank tops dropping as well. It's a smaller drop. This is like an end of the summer drop. We have this, it's kind of like a hyper blue, I'd call it. And we have this indigo, or like it's almost like the Evo 9 electric blue color dropping as well. Massive news. We are doing all of our printing in-house now. These are the first ever items printed in-house. When you get these in the mail, you can go ahead and feel the screen print on it, and you're gonna realize that it's really high quality. And for all my Evo homies out there, I know there's a lot of Evo boys, even though this is a BMW video. Evo, Addicts, Jet Tags, these things are sick. Free shipping on orders over $100. Also, real quick, all the Australia and New Zealand people, I know shipping has been outrageous. We finally got that situated, so it should be cheap if you want to help support the boys. So Bobby, I'm giving you my E92 M3, hypothetically, and you know, you get the car. What is one mod you would do to the car?
I would put the taillights back on.
Okay, second mod.
Let me get a good look at it.
She doesn't like the all reds. I love the all reds.
Probably brake keys.
It just so happens to be that we have a set of brake keys sitting in a box over there that I'm peeking at.
Bring them on tonight.
What do you mean me? We are, that's why you're here.
What? Didn't realize.
It's only like 7 o'clock, so we're good.
You scam me hard.
I'm gonna present to you the biggest possible brakes made for an E92 M3. They may not be the biggest, but they're pretty big.
Freaking massive.
They're pretty big.
All right, what are they?
The Brembos. I should have done a Brembo sticker, huh?
No.
Honestly, kind of worried that these are not gonna fit behind my wheels, so that would suck, but they might. What do you think, Bob?
Honey, they're massive.
And then we have the nice billet mounts, stainless lines, whole shebang, huh? The rotor's almost.
Oh my lord.
Oh, they're kind of light too. All right, well. Okay, there we have it. We're gonna tackle the fronts first. I do know the rears are gonna clear the wheels. I'm worried, like I said, that the fronts are not. So let's go ahead and get the wheels off the car. The wheels we're running are 19 by 9.5 in the front. They're Forge Stars. They're Vorsteiners. Forge Star on your car. They're Vorsteiner something or another's.
Get those crusty ass brakes off.
I do like to play dangerous games and put chrome sockets on impacts. Yes.
Ooh.
Jade. Not quite as big as something else you know though, huh?
Holy crap. Oh.
Now if you look up the word exquisite in the dictionary, you might find this rotor. This is the easiest mod ever and it's the biggest game changer yet.
True that, huh?
I've had these sitting around, but I told myself I'm not putting them on until the issues are fixed. Which I have not fixed the check engine light, but I don't want to because it's BMW. They're meant to be on. Right, Bobby?
Right. It's like a glove. Why do you want to crawl on your face?
Because I don't care right now. The only thing I care about is my Brembos.
Don't ever do that again, dude.
Oh yeah, nothing to worry about. They look tiny behind these big ass wheels.
They do?
Wow, okay. So not only does it look exquisite when we're making a whole 650 ponies from the VF650 kit, we're able to stop now, Bobby. So you needn't be scared when I'm hauling ass.
Got it.
Got it? All right, I'm gonna get this side all buttoned up, and then on the other side, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing because I need to figure out how these little, do I use these things?
Yes, of course you do.
Oh, there's nowhere for it to go. I need to figure this out and then I'll let you guys know what I figure out, okay? The first assembly is complete. Calipers on, rotors on, brake lines on, and it looks
Beautiful.
So Bobby and I are gonna show you how to put the other side on.
Bobby and I.
Well, you're gonna be the camera lady. Yeah. Before I do that, here's a before, whack, and an after. Nice. I'm literally gonna show you every little step. So if you get bored, go home. 5 wheel bolts, wheel comes off.
You bought your tool cart for a reason, go get it. Good job.
Now we have the 2 bolts for the caliper. They're both 18mm. Being that we're already disconnecting the brake line anyway, I disconnected up here. So the brake line, you're gonna unthread the hard line on the car, on the chassis side from this rubber hose. And I wanna say that is an 11mm wrench. So this right here is the brake wear sensor. We don't need it, so you can just pop it out. If you break it, don't worry. You guys will see why we don't worry about breaking it. So you can just leave that off to the side for now. Let's go ahead and pull the caliper off. So you can go ahead and just set the brake line on while it's off the car. To remove the rotor, you remove these 2 Allens here, and it is a 5mm Allen. Sorry, fucked up. And as you can see, that one's stripped. Sweet. Well, one is stripped and the other one's loose. So what does that tell you? Previous owner, if you're watching this, you're a noob. Let me show you what I'm gonna do about this stripped one, okay? I'm gonna find probably a Torx that's just a tiny bit bigger than this 5mm Allen, and I'm gonna pound it in there and try to remove it that way. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna drill the head off. But I'm betting because these don't go very tight, maybe like 10 foot-pounds max, I should be able to pop it off. Fear me, bitch.
Why would you say that, babe?
Because that bolt's a bitch. And now for the Mamba. This is a J-hook, right? This acts as a fan. So I guess the easy way to put it is the curve goes with the direction of the wheel.
Oh.
New massive rotor. See? Fanning away. I can feel it. Rotor's installed. Grab your adapter bracket, E92M3, 380mm. And this is just gonna bolt on these 2 holes right here. That bolts onto the hub or the spindle using the factory bolt. I'm putting the M out for fun. These go to a lot of foot-pounds. Just grab your bicep and your shoulder and go.
What about the double chin?
The double chin's required. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Like I said, this is the brake pad wear sensor. And to buy these brand new, I think it's like $11. We're actually just gonna be completely removing these. So this runs all the way up. You see this box right here? Okay. Open the box.
Can you see it open, please?
We are gonna cut it off. Okay, we're cutting the whole thing. And let me cut it and I'll show you guys what we do after we cut it. You may be wondering what's going on here. So as far as I know, this is just a resistant type sensor. So all we have to do, based off my very, very 10-second research, that made no sense, is we're gonna take this. There's 2 wires inside of this. Okay. We're gonna strip the wires. Exposed. Both wires are exposed, and we're just gonna twist them together. That is gonna keep, or technically should keep the brake light off on the dash. And the reason I'm doing that is there's nowhere to put the sensor with a new caliper and pad and rotor setup. With these brakes, you don't need that whack stuff. You don't need them anyway. BMW, why would you put them on there? So now we have that exposed wire. You can either use electrical tape, or I'm just gonna grab this heat shrink, put it over the wire. And we're done. Put it back in the box, like that. So it looks factory. Close it up. Can't tell that Devin Niemela ever just cut a clapped out BMW. Now we grab a rotor, the caliper. I am electing to put on a little bit of blue Loctite on the caliper bolts just because. You probably don't have to, but I really don't want to be doing 480 miles an hour and my caliper bolt falls out. It's actually happened to me on an Evo before, I ain't gonna lie. Not because I didn't put Loctite on it, because I just didn't tighten it.
Good job.
Sometimes it just gushes out. All right, last thing, let's talk about this brake line real quick. This nut right here is gonna come off. Gonna go up like that. Nut goes back on, and the brake line will thread into the top of there, and we're done. That's all there is to it. I'm expecting these to be small. Cute.
Oh, they're big.
Smells like a Brembo. Moving on to the rears. Should be a fairly easy setup. I know the rear, I'm pretty sure the rears don't have those little sensors we have to deal with. Same concept as the fronts, my guys. Pull off the caliper. Probably an adapter bracket in here. Yep, nice adapters. Should be a straightforward install. All right, moving on to the rears. Pretty similar concept. We got the brake line. Probably what's going on behind the camera. You're plugging your nose. Does my car stink? Brake line, 2 bolts for the caliper. We have the 2 set screws for the rotor. Bless you, cameraman.
We say.
The other side did not have the sensor, right, that the front did, but this side does. So I don't know if it's missing on that side or if
Maybe that's a different sensor, honey, for something else.
No, it went right into the...
Perfect, it just unplugged.
Same concept as the front. You guys can see that plug. So exactly what I did on the front, I'm gonna do on this rear corner. We should be good to go. Also, there's one more mod we have to do, but let me take care of this first. So I got that sensor squared away. We need to cut the backing plate, as you can see. Kind of set it up on there where you think it's gonna sit. Huh?
Oh. Good job.
it scary? I cut a little much off the bottom side, but ain't nobody gonna know besides everybody. Same concept as the front. Bracket goes on. We can put that on right now.
I'm still trying to think of where that's from.
Bobby and I are gonna go ahead and knock out the brake bleed real quick. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna go on a nice little cruise. Are you gonna come with me on a cruise and test them out? They look cool, but how do they perform is the real question. In a perfect world, I would do a coating of Armor Shield 9 from Avalon King ceramic coating. I'm still out of stock, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap down the next best thing, Armor Shield Light. This is a couple month protection, where the Armor Shield 9 is a couple year. So the brake light is still on, and it says that the rear pads are needing to be replaced. One of two things as to why that light is on. Number one, the wire that I did cut, I did not get those wires twisted properly. Or number two, if the driver's side is supposed to have a wire or the sensor on it, it's missing, so that could also cause the light. But it wasn't on before, so I'm guessing option number one. But yeah, I don't got much time tonight. I'm just gonna go for a quick cruise and see how these brakes feel. Maybe get the pads bedded a little bit, and we should be good to go. I'm excited to go up to the mountain and really test these brakes, put them to the limit. But for tonight, it's just gonna be a nice little cruise. All right, my friends, that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. The brakes so far do feel amazing, like I said, and like you guys saw. I didn't really get a rip on the car too much, but they look absolutely incredible on the M. Big shout outs to Signature Works for supplying the entire kit. I'll have their website linked down below, and I'm really excited to get these things tested out and see how they perform. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.